Welcome in, everyone. We have our stage 4 barrel out here. We're going to go ahead and get it emptied out and cleaned out and looked at. This is the stuff I picked up out at Black Hills Rockhounding area. This is just, I've just been running it through as a test in this empty barrel here. This barrel is going to move on to stage 4 this week, so it'll forever be a stage 4 barrel from here on out. It's promising so far. Not looking really, really pretty there. This was the second week of the rough stage in the 69, so this will go in a bag and be saved for a later date. If I want to take it out to the full polish, we may run it back in there. And get this cleaned up, get this barrel cleaned out. We've got our stage 5 barrel out here now. This is the one that we loaded last week with the Unakite just as a test to run. So this is the Unakite that's been through stage 1A, the 60-90 rough for a week. Take a look at it here. I'm more than likely going to load a different rock in this one. I've got this barrel open for another week until it needs to be used for the stage 5 permanently. So I'm thinking about leaving this Unakite. Keeping this Unakite at stage 1A as backup in case I have a catastrophic failure. And with one of the rocks that I tumbled, I've got 10 pounds of Septarian that I've got to tumble, that I want to start tumbling. And it has got the softer calcite in it, so I'm not sure how it is going to act after a week of rough. I'm going to try it though. We're going to do it. We're going to go for it and see what it looks like. But in the case that I have a catastrophic failure, I've got petrified wood that's already been through one roughing stage. I have this Unakite that's been through roughing stage. I've got the tree agate that's been through. I've got petrified wood that's been through one stage. The tree agate's been through 2 roughing stages, so that way I have some backup in case it does not go right in our tumbling experience. We have a failure, so quite a few chips in there. So I'll get them cleaned out when I clean out the barrel. It looks really good after 1 week in the rough. It's really pretty. That mix of colors really pops in there. Get these cleaned up. Pick a rock we're going to run through this barrel for a week. And I'll come back and we'll load it, and then we'll go over this and the Rock Hills Black Hills Rockhounding area agate that I had pulled out earlier. So we'll weigh everything, look at it, get a better look at everything. So I decided, since we have a week, that we can still use this stage 5 barrel, that we would go ahead and run a test of this Septarian. Since it's got such soft calcite veins, I've actually got just a couple pieces just of calcite we're going to run through here and see what it does. So I'm going to heavily cushion it with this river rock I bought, though. So we're starting out with 12.96 ounces of the Septarian. I'm going to run it for 2 days and check it. See how it looks after 2 days of running in the heavy grit. We're going to figure out a good way to get this stuff to tumble. We're either going to, a good way to get it to tumble, or we're going to fail miserably, either one. So just do a heavy, I'm going to go ahead and put my grit in there in the middle. This is the 60/90. I'm just going to do half a tablespoon. I would think it may even tumble with just the river rocks. I'm not sure. That'd be another interesting test to do. So it's layered. It's not going to stay layered, but that's how I'm going to lay them in here to start with, so I can get my lid on. We're definitely going to make good use of this river rock I bought. We're going to do that. They give it a little bit of room to move around, but not a whole lot. Mortar in there. It's about right there. I'll film during the week as I'm doing this too. Every couple of days when I check it, I'll do a status update on it. See how it looks. I'm interested to see how it tumbles. It's supposed to tumble horribly from what I've read. So all right, I'm gonna get this on the tumbler. We'll check it in 2 days. I'm gonna get set up here, and we're gonna look at the Black Hills agate and the Unakite that we've been running tests on. I'll get them bagged up and put up to where I want them to be as backup for if I do have a catastrophic failure in one of my stages. So, okay, we're gonna start out by taking a look at this stuff I picked up out at the Black Hills Rockhounding area. This has been through 2 weeks of the 60/90 rough. This is as far as we're going with it right now. It's turned out really pretty though. That piece was so dirty and rough when I threw it in there, and it's cleaned it up. I mean, to get it completely smooth, I mean, you would have to tumble this thing for maybe a month or two. Some really nice pieces in here though. A lot of color in there. Had a few chips come out. We're going to weigh it, and I'll weigh the chips with them too. One's nice and dark right there on the back side. These were some of the bigger pieces I had. I decided to give them a shot in the tumbler, see how it would look, and I think they'd come out really good. I mean, they're not perfect. They're not smooth, not completely smooth. They're rounded off nice. I'm happy with them. I really like them. I enjoyed picking them up too. So digging out in the desert. I don't know. Some of the smaller pieces that have a lot of color in them. Let's get them weighed up here and see what we got here. So I've got my bowl here, and I've got a bag in there because I'm going to throw the chip bag in there. We'll weigh them with the chips, see what we come up with. $13.28 ounces. So I lost about 1.08 ounce, I believe that's what it comes out to. By going through another roughing cycle. Yep, still at zero. So I've got a bag here set up for it. Black Hills agate. Chalcedony, I believe is what it should be called, but I just call it Black Hills agate. Rough stage is complete. So this thing's been through 2 weeks in the 60-90. So get it bagged up, and then we'll look at the Unakite. So here we're going to take a look at our Unakite. I had quite a few chips come out of this one. So even though that big one could probably not be considered a chip, but I just took out all the bigger pieces. So this has been through 1 week, 60-90, stage 1A. They look really pretty. These will round off really good after the second week. A lot of color in there, the greens and the pinks. This one has like a band, a green band in the center there. Really nice. I'm going to save these as a backup in case I have a catastrophic failure in stage 1A with any other rocks. I can go ahead and move these along. This one's got some dark in it. That's really nice. If I have any catastrophic failures, I can have I won't be running I won't have an empty barrel for a week. I can always throw one of these in there. Like I said earlier, I've got some petrified wood that's been through one stage. My tree agate's been through 2 stages. This Unakite will be through 1, and then that Black Hill stuff will be through 2 stages. So let's get a weight here and see what we lost. So 14.32 ounces. That'll be the end, stage 1A. Back to 0. So we start out 1 pound, 0.48 ounces. So we lost, that'd be 16.48. So we lost 2.16 ounce, I believe is the math. So I've got a bag set up for it. Unakite stage 1 complete. When I use these again, I'll keep track in my logbook over here, so we'll keep up with how it's going. It's just not going to go right now. These will be saved for another day. I could also always just drop them in the stage 1B and then take whatever I had in stage 1A that week out and set it aside. So I've just been trying to take advantage of these barrels while I'm getting through all these stages till it starts where every week I'm going to have a batch come off that's complete. So that's what we have this week. Thanks for watching.